Here we go. I'm recovering from the virus. Yes. Dodged it for a year, and then surprise, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. You get to spend it alone. But look, no, please don't take it that way. Like, oh, poor Jen. I don't need it, you know? Just positivity, strength, hope. Every day is like up and down. I'm doing really good right now. So I'm on my crazy Mad Lab self. A full network monitoring me. I was rattling off all the medical stuff that I've been through to a friend tonight. And I mean, oh my gosh. This is like a 2 on a scale of 20. You know what I mean? So I do have a mild case of it. I believe I have a mild case of it, even though people around me are flipping. Like my dad, I think my dad's more worried about me than I'm worried about myself. I've been through a lot worse. I know when to wave my little white flag and be like, help! Enough chat, let's get started. I want to paint. I'm just trying to keep myself going. I'm trying out a new paint. It is the Red Label Enamel from Bear. It's ultra pure white. It's number 8050. Interior, exterior, high gloss enamel. Okay, ultra pure white. And there is an untinted base for that as well. However, all my paints were mixed with Glidden Ultra Deep Base 3 in semi-gloss. These are all leftovers, so taking a leap of faith here and hoping that it works. It is thinner, I've noticed, than the Glidden Premium Semi-Gloss White. Let's just see what happens, y'all. I haven't, you know what? I don't even want to say it. For those of you who watch me, y'all know that usually once or twice in a video, I do something. And I haven't done that tonight, so we're not going to jinx ourselves now. Anyway, drop it in the comments if you know. Here we go. Wow, that's thin. Do you see how thin that is? Oh my gosh. I want to do brown first. Just a little bit, y'all. This is Nutmeg from Color Art Primary Elements, which I added a little CRAFTNIQUE black to. I don't mean to be like sniffing and snorting and coughing and everything else, but my boyfriend sneezes after he eats. He's really weird. Don't tell him I said that. But I'm like, bless you times 10. He's like, thank you, baby. And I'm like, let's do some silver. Which is probably going to turn into like some kind of like, platinum kind of deal. It's charcoal. So I just kind of start out wide, like almost like a ring pour, and then I coil in the center. That was an eyeball. Are you looking at me? When I think of the word platinum, that's what I think about. Stop leaning, table. You know, my fish tank is leaning like 1/4 of an inch. I was being silly when I said my house floats. And we had somebody come out when the tornado happened. Because 2020 was a shit show. He was like, your house floats. And I was like, what? I looked at my boyfriend and before I could say anything, he was like, you know, there's always truth in joking, don't you? And I was like, I had no idea there was truth in that, though. So yeah, it's like 1 week I gotta level my table one way, and then if it rains, I gotta level it the other way, and then when it dries up, I gotta level it back, and one of these days, I'll have myself a biochamber that sucks all the oxygen out of the room, and I can just swoop right in and do my resin and my paintings and Anyway, reality walked out the door about 5 minutes ago, but one can dream, right? Here we go. We got to let that marinate a minute. Because in the center there, come on, dude. Work. Oh! Stop playing, Jen. Hands off. Hold on. Let's do little puffs. You know who says that, right? I'm not going to say anything. Because she will kill me. She's like, that's really not that funny. And I was like, I think it's hilarious. I love her. I really do. And I love busting her chops. She used bull in a china shop the other day. I was like, you are not a bull in a china shop. I am. I was like, I spend days cleaning my studio and 20 minutes wrecking it. I said, you clean in your kitchen and it's like spotless the next time you paint. She's like, well, I have no room. I was like, pfft. She's asked me to come I don't know how many times, and I was like, no, I will destroy your house. She's like, well, I put tarps down and stuff, and na. I was like, you need a hazmat chamber for me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's pretty. I like that. Ooh, we're gonna have to go bigger with that color scheme. So let's just be like Mikey and just do it. My son hates when I say that. He's like, Mom, that is so dumb. Because you think it's dumb doesn't mean it's dumb. And he was like, Mom. But he likes when I talk with the Russian accent. He thinks that's hilarious because my grandmother was Russian. The only way she really talked to me was when she was yelling at me in Russian. She'd be like, Jennifer, you get your ass in here right now. And you'll fix it what you messed up. I'd be all scared and everything. I look at my mom, she'd be like, go. And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to die. A slow, painful death. Boy, she was a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you. Oh, I love this, you guys. Oh my gosh. I speak French, right? When my mother was passing, not only did before she was sick, I went to the back-to-back program, and I spent a long time in France, and then I had an exchange student come and stay with me. Anyway, to make a long story short, when my mother was really ill, my dad looked up my instructor who took us to France, and she knew of a woman who wanted to come and live, in America because her daughter was going to this private school here already. I don't like that big blotch of white right here. Anyway, so yeah, she came and she was like, I want food and roof. And anyway, she fell in love with my father. My dad is just one of those guys that he's like infectious to women. No, my dad is my hero. He really is. But anyway, she really, really loved him. And he was already with somebody else. I mean, he's not going to do that. My dad's not like that. So she became this hateful entity where she was like, oh, if I can't have him, no one can, kind of thing. Anyway, it didn't end all great for her. I believe she was deported. But in the overall scheme of things, I had to learn French to speak with her because I already knew a little bit of it and nobody else knew anything. So my dad was like, you know how to speak a little, you need to learn to speak to her. And I was like, what? I can speak it pretty well, but I can't. It comes back to me. I've forgotten a lot. I was getting the corona test the other day. This dopey nurse, and I mean, I hate to like bang on anybody, but he made me laugh. He was just silly. He comes out the door, he trips off the sidewalk. The first time I met him, He came like busting through the door, looking like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, except like 6 feet tall. Well, he's Haitian. Okay, we were going to do this one cutie tip. I just started laughing. So he's already mad because I'm laughing. I'm like, cutie tip on up both nose holes. And I said, you mean nostrils? And the look he gave me was so mad. And I was just playing, you know, like I like to play with people like I'm a positive person. We all bleed red, right? And he was like, yes, nostrils. And I lost it even more. He said, are you ready to do this or not? And I was like, yes, I'm ready. So he comes at me with the Q-tip and he's like, rah, 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 rah. And I start laughing some more. And he like slams his arms down by his side. I was like, okay. Just go ahead and do it. And I'm coughing and hacking and everything else. It was so crazy. I felt so bad. I apologized like 1,000 times. And he's like, okay, you get results in like 3 to 5 days. And he turns around and walks away. I was like, oh shit. When the test came back positive, I was like, are you sure it's positive? Are you sure that I didn't make the guy really mad? And the nurse was like, what do you mean? So I explained the story to her and she was like, oh my gosh, that guy is so funny. We tease him all the time. She's like, it's not you. It's nothing personal. He's a bad sport. And, you know, we were hoping that he would tease us back and he doesn't. I was like, oh man. And I was like, tell him I'm sorry. And she's like, no, he'll be fine. I guess he's fresh out of school and stuff, but he's like real serious. I didn't know. I felt bad after that. And I was like, oh man, because I'm not the type of person that knocks on anybody. Like I have a problem with my self-esteem and stuff like that. So, or I always have. I really did not mean to make him upset. Like I was just really trying to make good of a bad situation. On the Sunday before Christmas, I couldn't smell anything. I was downplaying it. I was like, oh, it's just allergies, it's sinuses. And then when I couldn't smell anything, I was like, oh man. So I ran around the house trying to smell stuff. Onions and garlic and alcohol. Like CRAFTNIQUE had sent me 99% alcohol. I popped that cap open, can't smell it. And I was like, and I could taste it. I can taste it, but I can't smell it. So I smelled it again, had my mouth shut, and I was like, oh man, like I knew it. And they called me the very next morning and they were like, you're positive. And I was like, oh. It was like everything went in like tunnel. It was like, you know, everything flashed. Am I going to be hospitalized? Am I going to be on oxygen? Am I going to be this? Just everything. Do I make videos for my kids? What do I do? What do I do? And I was like, you know what? This isn't going to take me out. I survived chemical pneumonia and septic shock and cellulitis and a reflux kidney, and I was cross-eyed as a baby, and then I developed a skin disorder, hidradenitis, and I was like, there's so many things. Like I'm up to like 22 surgeries, plus my neck. The woman hit me texting and driving, so I've had my neck fused. This can't be it. You guys are gonna take me out kicking and screaming, so let's rock. I've had my ups and downs. I'm tired. Right now, I'm at like a peak. Karen and my moderators and art addicts, they're hollering and yelling at me to rest, and I'm like, screw you and your rest. No, but seriously, I was the kid who came home from the hospital from having eye surgery and hung upside down on the monkey bars, and my mother just about had a heart attack. Just the type of person I am. I'm like, if I feel up to it, I'm gonna do me. And I know that may not be good judgment. I know I'm here for a reason. My chemical pneumonia, I was doing a asphalt company with my, like a seal coating company with my ex's brother. And I got too close to the fumes and it burned my esophagus, which caused like almost an instant infection in my lungs. And I'll tell you what, I felt like I was dying then. And I signed myself out of the hospital AMA. I caught so much hell from that from family. They were so mad at me. And I was like, hey, I got a business to run. I can't be laid up in some hospital. You're dumb. And they were like, you could die. And I was like, watch this. But I prevailed. I think I'm really hard to kill. So, I mean, I'm not taking life for granted. I really am not. With what I've been through and who I've lost. That's beautiful, isn't it? I love that. I wish I could just leave it as it is. But, oh my gosh, if I flip this. Okay, let me stop talking and let's just tilt. Because if I lose this, I'm going to cry. And that's probably not a good thing for me right now. Please don't feel sorry for me. That kind of thing doesn't help me. Positive vibes. That's what I need. You know? Think of me saying dumb stuff like I have tonight. That's what I need. Because laughter is the best medicine. I don't care who you are or what you've been through. I've been trying to keep myself busy. Like I've made Link, my min pin, I've made him some TikToks that were really silly. So if you have TikTok, he's Link the Minion.
2020 is finally over. Welcome to 2021.
I always make the joke, I am torturing me some main pan. He knows that duck jerky, aka dog crack, is coming down the pipe. He goes along with it for a little bit. Sometimes I can really make him mad. Like I got a box today from CRAFTNIQUE for stuff that I needed. He bugged me. I know CRAFTNIQUE packs their stuff with styrofoam peanuts. So I was like, nah, dude, you're not getting that, so I get the peanuts out of there. But I had to get him away long enough to get the peanuts out of the box. That's funny. He's looking at me. He knows the word box. But he's so funny. He is the smartest, sweetest, meanest, and dumbest dog all in one. Like every aspect of a dog you could ever possibly want. Put it in a blender. And that's him. I love that dog to death. He has been the funnest dog I've ever had. I mean, I've had the sweetest, the cutest, the nicest, the most obedient, because I was a vet tech. But Link, boy, did they break the mold when they made him. I think that's cool. It's different than the last one. We got a lot of cells. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We're going to stop. Like, Jen, stop. Anyway. I know I've been yakety yak tonight. Give me a break, man, like Kit Kat, because I've been on quarantine, y'all. I haven't talked to many people. I really like the first one. I think we're going to do brown again. Just a little bit. And I think it was silver. Bubbles. Platinum is champagne from CRAFTNIQUE with a little bit of black added to it. This is Arctic Opal from Color Art. This is my homemade cell activator. I mixed 2 homemade cell activators together. Now I really don't even know what this is. Here we go. So I'm about, I don't know, maybe 4-5 inches off of my wooden disc. I used more cell activator this time, so, you know, hopefully. Let's say your stuff's starting to flow over the edge. Oh no! Grab a popsicle stick and just gently push and slide back. Push. Because that's basically pushing everything under it. And it's making it more of a pillow again for you. Because this, no doubt, this new paint that I'm playing with is thinner than what I'm used to. I guess we could start tilting and see what happens. I always like to go to a spot where it doesn't have many cells, because I know that stretching it is going to create the cells. So we'll go this way until color goes over the edge, and you want to tilt it just till the cell activator goes over, because that's the way to stretch it. See? Now we're going to go around like a clock. It's kind of like you want to go 12, 9, 6, 3, or the other way around. It doesn't really matter. Just like this. If I decide that I don't like the center, we will go again. I'll tell you what, this enamel has a weird smell to it. It almost smells like hair dye. Still figuring this out as we go along. But let's do something special. I'm gonna do some charcoal right in the center. So I like to call my double bloom. The second I post this, there's like 2 to 3 that give me an automatic thumbs down. Thank you for your loyalty. Haters are gonna hate, man. It's so sweet. Okay. And now, 1 popsicle stick. That's it. And now we wait. And there we go. Yeah, that's it. If you guys want to save money through coupons and stuff, send me a message, because I have a way to do it. I am forever grateful for all the companies that sponsor me. But I am disabled, so if it wasn't for saving money and stuff, I wouldn't be able to do half of what I do now. But yeah, let's get you down. Flash on. Oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. I was so worried. I was like, I'm not feeling good. I probably can't do it anymore. And then, yeah. Maybe sometimes walking away is a good thing. Alrighty. That is going to be really pretty when it dries. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Like, those cells are crazy. Let's take a photograph. On to the next. You guys see that shimmer? Like, that just makes me go insane. Friends of mine are like, why does everything have to be sparkly with you all the time? I was like, because that's my jam. They were like, whatever, Jen, whatever. I was like, you don't like it? You know how to leave. But they all know I'm just messing with them. Oh, man. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I always say I'm still ticking, clicking, and bitching. So as long as that continues, y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. All right. Love you. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. See you next time. Bye.